Hey, Marianne, you were really doing great during those drills today.
Oh,
I'm heading over to the mess hall. You want to join? After all that training this morning and no break, I'm starving. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You like to eat alone, right? Then don't worry about it. I'll find someone else.
no, I'd like to accompany you. If you would have me, that is.
You sure? All right then, let's go. I wonder what's on the menu today. Oh man, that was good. I feel alive again.
Yes, that was nice.
By the way, why do you decide to come along with me?
What do you mean?
You usually sit by yourself. I thought you didn't like eating with others. Sometimes I see you eating with Hilda, but I figured that's because she makes you do it, right?
Yes, I do feel more comfortable when I'm alone. I haven't been around people much, so I don't normally know what to say in conversations.
Well, now I'm even more curious why you decided to eat with me.
Well, you have a strange power, right? It makes you transform, or something like that.
Yeah. You curious about it?
It's not so much that. I wondered if you despised having it.
Nah, I don't even give it much thought. And besides, my powers come in handy a few times. I know it makes people suspicious of me and curious about my background, but that's just how people are.
And yet you always have such a sunny disposition, and everyone here respects you. I wondered why that was.
I mean, I sure hope they respect me. So that's why you wanted to join me?
I wanted to know how I could be like you.
Like me? But, Marianne, it's not like you have some mysterious power tucked away, right?
No, I don't.
If you just want to make friends with people, then you don't need to think so hard about it. It's not like anyone here hates you.
Don't they? I'm so useless.
Hey, you're a huge help to all of us. I mean that. So, you don't have to force yourself to act like someone you're not, okay?
All right. Thank you for saying that. What a wonderful meal.
Hey, you've still got some food left. You don't want it? That Ogma Wolverine meat's super hard to come by, you know.
Oh, I don't really eat meat. You can have it.
Don't mind if I do then. You know, I always feel strangely energized after eating this stuff.
You look so pleased to be eating it.
It's not every day I get to hear you laugh. Did I look funny or something?
No, it's just that the look on your face made me feel happy.
Instead of just watching other people stuff their faces, maybe you'd enjoy trying some yourself?
I am perfectly content just watching.
Huh. Well, anyway, it seems like you've gotten more comfortable eating with me, Marianne.
I have. When you told me not to act like someone I'm not, at first I didn't know what to do with myself. But I still thought I could learn something from you. And as I talked with you more, I just got used to us eating together.
I see. Then why not branch out and eat with other people too? Mealtimes are a great opportunity to make new friends after all. Making conversation and sitting around the dinner table go hand in hand. That's how we ended up friends, right? it might be a good chance to get to know someone else. What's wrong?
I'm sorry, it's just... My adoptive father said the same thing to me once.
He did?
He often criticized me because I avoided other people so much. He said that, as the heir to House Edmund, I must be at least somewhat sociable. But he never bothered to understand how difficult it was for me to do that.
I'm sorry. I was being insensitive, just like your father.
No, you've done nothing wrong. But I don't think it's a good idea for me to get involved with too many people.
Why?
I only bring misery and misfortune to anyone who gets too close to me.
That's not true at all. Why do you even think that?
It is true. I know it.
Okay, if that's the case, then how is it possible for us to be hanging out right now without any problems?
You're right. I should have been more vigilant and kept some distance between us. But you're so kind and I just like being around you. I'm sorry. I'll stay as far away from you as I can from now on. I should go.
Hey, wait! Marianne! What am I gonna do about her?
Oh, hello. Are you on your way to get something to eat?
Yeah, you?
I am. Shall we go together then?
The sure thing. I wonder what they've cooked up for us today. Ah, that was satisfying. Pretty nice getting such tasty meals all the time, huh?
I agree. The meal was lovely.
You didn't finish your meat again. It's kind of a waste, you know.
I ate a lot of the vegetables, so you can have it.
Hey, if you're offering... Wait a minute. Haven't we had this conversation before?
I think we have.
Did something happen to you, Marianne? You seem more relaxed today. In a good way, of course.
Oh no, nothing in particular. But I made a decision. I'm not going to worry about whether I bring misfortune to others or not. I've been a part of this army for a while now, and I've worked closely with everyone in it. And nothing terrible has happened to anyone as a result of being around me.
Well, of course nothing bad's happened.
I'm still a bit anxious about everything, but I decided to adopt a more easygoing attitude. I'd like to emulate you and your nonchalant demeanor, how you can just move through the world without a care.
You're making me sound kind of irresponsible. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I say if you want to talk to people, then talk to them. If you want to be alone, then do that. I really think it's best to just be yourself. Don't force anything.
Yes, I think so too. But I fear my adoptive father might chastise me again if I say that to him.
Yeah, he'll probably still tell you to make more of an effort.
Most likely, yes.
But hey, you never know. I don't think he'll be as insistent about it if he saw you now. You might not have noticed, but you're a lot different than you used to be. You're definitely somewhat sociable. More so, even.
I just hope that's good enough for him.
I'd like to think it will be. Well, I mean, I guess I don't really know what kind of guy your father is.
Sometimes I think you say whatever pops into your head without thinking. I suppose that's what I like about you, isn't it? I can already tell I'm going to learn a lot from you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, Marianne. You were really doing great during those drills today.
Oh,
I'm heading over to the mess hall. You want to join? After all that training this morning and no break, I'm starving. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You like to eat alone, right? Then don't worry about it. I'll find someone else.
no, I'd like to accompany you. If you would have me, that is.
You sure? All right then, let's go. I wonder what's on the menu today. Oh, man, that was good. I feel alive again.
Yes, that was nice.
By the way, why'd you decide to come along with me?
What do you mean?
You usually sit by yourself. I thought you didn't like eating with others. Sometimes I see you eating with Hilda, but I figured that's because she makes you do it, right?
Yes, I do feel more comfortable when I'm alone. I haven't been around people much, so I don't normally know what to say in conversations.
Well, now I'm even more curious why you decided to eat with me.
Well, you have a strange power, right? It makes you transform, or something like that.
Yeah. You curious about it?
It's not so much that. I, wondered if you despised having it.
Nah, I don't even give it much thought. And besides, my powers come in handy a few times. I know it makes people suspicious of me and curious about my background, but that's just how people are.
And yet you always have such a sunny disposition, and everyone here respects you. I wondered why that was.
I mean, I sure hope they respect me. So, that's why you wanted to join me?
I wanted to know how I could be like you.
Like me? But Marianne, it's not like you have some mysterious power tucked away, right?
No, I don't.
If you just want to make friends with people, then you don't need to think so hard about it. It's not like anyone here hates you.
Don't they? I'm so useless.
Hey, you're a huge help to all of us. I mean that. So you don't have to force yourself to act like someone you're not, okay?
All right. Thank you for saying that. What a wonderful meal.
Hey, you've still got some food left. You don't want it? That Ogma Wolverine meat's super hard to come by, you know.
Oh, I don't really eat meat. You can have it.
Don't mind if I do, then. You know, I always feel strangely energized after eating this stuff.
You look so pleased to be eating it.
If not every day I get to hear you laugh. Did I look funny or something?
No, it's just that the look on your face made me feel happy.
Instead of just watching other people stuff their faces, maybe you'd enjoy trying some yourself?
I am perfectly content just watching.
Huh. Well, anyway, it seems like you've gotten more comfortable eating with me, Marianne.
I have. When you told me not to act like someone I'm not, at first I didn't know what to do with myself. But I still thought I could learn something from you. And as I talked with you more, I just got used to us eating together.
I see. Then why not branch out and eat with other people too? Mealtimes are a great opportunity to make new friends after all. Making conversation and sitting around the dinner table go hand in hand. That's how we ended up friends, right? It might be a good chance to get to know someone else. What's wrong?
I'm sorry, it's just... my adoptive father said the same thing to me once.
He did?
He often criticized me because I avoided other people so much. He said that, as the heir to House Edmund, I must be at least somewhat sociable. But he never bothered to understand how difficult it was for me to do that.
But you managed to make friends with me. I'm sure if you keep at it, you'll be able to overcome any difficulties.
Maybe you're right. But I don't think it's a good idea for me to get involved with too many people.
Why?
I only bring misery and misfortune to anyone who gets too close to me.
That's not true at all. Why do you even think that?
It is true. I know it.
Okay, if that's the case, then how's it possible for us to be hanging out right now without any problems?
You're right. I should have been more vigilant and kept some distance between us. But you're so kind and I just like being around you. I'm sorry. I'll stay as far away from you as I can from now on. I should go.
Hey, wait, Marianne! What am I gonna do about her?
Oh, hello. Are you on your way to get something to eat?
Yeah, you?
I am. Shall we go together then?
Sure thing. I wonder what they've cooked up for us today. That was satisfying. Pretty nice getting such tasty meals all the time, huh?
I agree. The meal was lovely.
You didn't finish your meat again. It's kind of a waste, you know.
I ate a lot of the vegetables, so you can have it.
Hey, if you're offering... Wait a minute. Haven't we had this conversation before?
I think we have.
Did something happen to you, Marianne? You seem more relaxed today. In a good way, of course.
Oh no, nothing in particular. But I made a decision. I'm not going to worry about whether I bring misfortune to others or not. I've been a part of this army for a while now, and I've worked closely with everyone in it. And nothing terrible has happened to anyone as a result of being around me.
Well, of course nothing bad's happened.
I'm still a bit anxious about everything, but I decided to adopt a more easygoing attitude. I'd like to emulate you in your nonchalant demeanor, how you can just move through the world without a care.
You're making me sound kind of irresponsible. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I say if you want to talk to people, then talk to them. If you want to be alone, then do that. I really think it's best to just be yourself. Don't force anything.
Yes, I think so too. But I fear my adoptive father might chastise me again if I say that to him.
I'm not so sure about that. I think he'd acknowledge how far you've come if he saw you now.
You really think so?
You might not have noticed, but you're a lot different than you used to be. You're definitely somewhat sociable. More so, even.
I just hope that's good enough for him.
I'd like to think it will be. Well, I mean, I guess I don't really know what kind of guy your father is.
Sometimes I think you say whatever pops into your head without thinking. I suppose that's what I like about you, isn't it? I can already tell I'm going to learn a lot from you.
I wouldn't go that far.
What should I do?
Something wrong, Marianne? What's up? You know, I make a great stand-in for the goddess if you're looking for someone to talk to.
Oh,
Sorry, I wasn't really planning on eavesdropping. I was just passing by and couldn't help but overhear.
No, I'm the one who should apologize.
Don't worry about it. So, you want to tell me what's going on? Is that a letter you've got there?
Oh, yes. From my adoptive father. It's quite unusual for him to send me anything.
You don't seem too happy about it. Mind if I take a look? If that's not too weird, I mean.
Sure. Here.
All right, let's see what we have here. I see. Now that the nobles of Leicester have moved forward with their show of unity, I believe it time for House Edmund to make its intentions clear as well. I think I get how your father feels. Both Duke Goneril and Count Gloucester have passed their titles down to their heirs. If I had to guess, I'd say he wants to do the same with you.
But the thought of me leading House Edmund is simply too much to bear. I don't know if I'll ever become the ruler he wants me to be.
Not knowing what the future holds can be pretty nerve-wracking, I'll give you that. I remember going through the exact same song and dance myself.
Huh? You mean even someone like you can be crippled by worry?
Yep, I'm human too, you know. Oh, but there was this one little thing I found that made all my troubles disappear into thin air. Just poof, gone.
One little thing?
And I think you have it too, Marianne.
I do? But what is it?
It's called resolve. And I get the feeling you've lost sight of yours.
What do you mean?
I know all about the power your crest holds. There's no need to hide it. The only thing you need now is the willpower to back that up. So if you want help finding it, I'd be glad to lend a hand.
I see. Thank you, Claude. I think I've already found it because of you. Hey, so... Oh, go ahead. I didn't actually have anything important to say. No, you can go first, Bernadetta.
Okay, well, I guess I'll start. I saw a lovely white butterfly in the mess hall this morning. Oh, but while the wings and body were both white, its eyes were crimson. It was beautiful.
I saw one just like that at the stables.
You saw one too?
Yes, its eyes glittered like tiny jewels. It was wondrous to behold.
I wonder if it was the same butterfly I saw. That would be something, huh?
Yes, it would be a most lovely coincidence. Well, I guess it's my turn. This morning I awoke earlier than usual and... Well, since I had extra time, I climbed a small hill and looked out over the landscape.
You woke up bright and early, huh? That's great. So how was the scenery?
Seeing the plains hued red by the sunrise was especially striking. It's like I was standing inside a painting, or... I'm sorry, I can't put it into words very well.
Wow, I wish I could have seen it. Maybe I can manage to drag myself out of bed before noon one day.
Oh dear, listen to me. I'm sorry for going on as long as I did.
No, it's alright, really. And actually...
Yes, Bernadetta?
Well, I guess... I mean, it's been a long time since I've been able to talk this much with someone.
I'm rather awful at speaking to other people myself. So this has been somewhat strange for me as well.
Yeah. So, I was thinking it might be nice if we could chat again sometime. What do you think?
That would be delightful.
Oh, thanks, Marianne. I gotta think of lots of things to talk about for next time. Okay, so there's carnivorous plants, interesting books, the doll I'm knitting, carnivorous plants...
You talked about those today as well.
Yeah, but there are lots of different kinds. Anyway, I think this is gonna be great. Wow, your painting is brilliant, Marianne.
Oh, it's not anything special.
Sure it is. I mean, especially since this is basically your first time. You're a natural. But me? I was born with a chronic lack of painting skill.
That's not true at all. I think your work is gorgeous. The sky and earth seem to leap off the canvas.
Oh, you really think so?
And what's more, I couldn't help but notice your ability on a horse as we rode here. You overflow with talent, Bernadetta. Never doubt it.
That horse thing is just because I'm a noble. They made me practice all the time when I was young. Still, I'm surprised how well it went considering I haven't been in the saddle for a while. Maybe I have some kind of hidden talent that's starting to bloom.
I would expect nothing less than such an effort from you, Bernadetta.
Say, Marianne, what do you want to do when this war is over?
Well, if it were allowed, I'd love to go to a forest where sunlight filters through the leaves and read a book while surrounded by small animals.
Surrounded by animals? I mean, that's a lovely dream.
What do you want to do, Bernadetta?
I'll tell you, but it has to stay between us, okay? I'm, writing a story, and I'd like to finish it.
You are so very full of talent. I have such respect for you.
Oh, it's not so much. But hey, I just thought of a new story. Okay, so it's about a girl in a remote forest who talks to animals and makes friends with them.
Wait, isn't that...
Yes. I totally plagiarized your life. I just thought it would be fun to turn your dream into a story.
It is a book I would very much like to read. Please do let me see it if you ever finish.
Oh, okay, Bernie. Pressure's on now.
I look forward to it.
In that case, maybe you could actually teach me about the forest animals? You know so much, Marianne. Honestly, I'd love to just sit and talk about whatever with you.
That sounds wonderful.
Then it's a promise. We'll talk each other's ears off.
It is a promise indeed.
Oh dear, she left some of her feed again today. She might even be sick. But what do I do if she is?
You should give her hay instead of feed.
Oh, Marianne, I didn't notice you there. Wait, what's wrong with feed?
Oats aren't enough. For a horse, I mean. Not enough nutritional value.
I suppose I have been giving her a good amount of oats recently. Is that really what's making her unwell?
Yes. Probably.
In that case, I'll find some hay for her right away. Thanks for the advice. You sure know a lot.
Oh, no, not at all.
There's no need to be humble when you clearly know so much. Speaking of which, would you mind if I asked you some other questions?
No, I should have minded my own... please excuse me.
Hey, wait! There's so much I want to ask! What do I do? I only brought her on the battlefield once. Now she refuses to take even a single step.
I think, she's scared.
What? Really?
I can try to calm her down, but I don't know. Easy, girl, easy. I know that was scary, but you're safe now. Shh.
Amazing! She's walking again!
She said she hates the stench of blood on the battlefield. And that's why she didn't want to move.
Oh, well that makes sense. Wait, did you just talk to my horse?
Yes, well, I mean, sort of. I just kind of understand.
Well, that's incredible! How do you do that? And can you teach me?
It's really just, I sort of imagine what they're thinking based on little movements, or... I'm sorry. I'm not helpful. I should go.
Not helpful? This is the second time you've helped me and her both. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself, Marianne. Have a little confidence in your abilities.
Please excuse me.
Wait, I didn't even get to thank you! She's been flicking her tail a lot today. Does that mean she's happy?
No, she's just brushing off flies.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, I was thinking she was in a bad mood because she kept stomping her hoof.
That means she wants more hay, and higher quality feed if possible.
Where's this coming from, huh? You keep eating like this, you'll only have more weight to carry around. I've really been trying to figure out what she's thinking based on her behavior, but it's so hard. I'm impressed you manage it so easily.
Oh no, I'm not that impressive. What's wrong, Ingrid?
Marianne, perfect timing. My horse is refusing to move again, and I need to help an ally back on the battlefield. She doesn't seem scared like before, so I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, I'll talk to her. Shh. You're fine. You'll be all right.
Well, what did she say?
She doesn't want to take you to the battlefield because it's too dangerous. For you, I mean.
So that's what was troubling her. All right, I'll take it from here. There, girl. It's all right. Even if we're heading into danger, I'll be fine so long as I'm with you. Now lift your head and walk. One of our friends is waiting for us. Aw, thanks. I'm counting on you.
Thank goodness you got through.
I have been doing my best to learn how to connect with her, and it's clearly paying off. Though I'd never have understood her feelings without your insight.
But I didn't do anything. More importantly, you should hurry and help your friend.
I will. See you later.
Wait, Ingrid, I hope you come back safely. And then, when you do, maybe we can,
Oh, you want to go horseback riding together sometime? Of course. I'd love to have Dorte join us.
Oh, yes, actually. But how did you know?
When you spend enough time with a person, you start to pick up on what they're thinking through facial expressions and mannerisms. It's especially true of close friends. So I guess all my practice helped us as well.
Oh, Ingrid. I really admire how hard you work at everything you do. I hope you return safely. Dorte and I will be waiting for you.
We'll come back safe, Marianne. I promise.
I know you're a clever girl, Hilda, and you've just had some bad luck this time. But even if you delegate the job to another, the ultimate responsibility still lies with you, so you need to be careful.
I know. I'm sorry.
Then take that responsibility and finish this. Though this much is going to be difficult alone. Ah, Marianne, come here.
Of course. What do you need?
I want you to help Hilda.
All right. I can do that.
Thank you. Now get to it, you two.
Boy, you really blew it this time, Hilda. This isn't like you at all. Sorry you got dragged into this, Marianne.
No, it's all right. So, what should I do?
Could I ask you to organize all the weapons and armor here by type?
I'm going to start with separating the useful stuff from the broken stuff. I was apparently supposed to put each category of item into a different box and take them all to storage. But the message got lost somewhere along the way, which is why everything's now in this giant pile.
I understand.
How are you doing over there, Marianne? What the? This is even worse than before!
Yes, I'm sorry. I tried to be very specific with how I separated things, but it got a bit out of hand.
Hilda, Marianne, I'm coming to check on your progress, and I had better be impressed.
Oh shoot! She's coming! Quick, shove all of this stuff under a rug or something!
Ladies, correct me if my eyes are mistaken, but this is in even worse shape than when I first left.
I'm sorry, Judith. It's all my fault. I had everything arranged just like you wanted, but then, whoops! I tripped and crashed into the pile and everything sort of went everywhere.
I see. Hilda, when I told you to take responsibility for your tasks, I didn't mean you had to burden yourself with absolutely everything.
Right, got it. I'll definitely be more careful.
Well, why don't the two of you take a short break? This mess clearly isn't going anywhere.
I'm so sorry, Hilda. This is all my fault.
Don't worry about it. I mean, it's actually my fault in the first place, you know? Come on, let's go take that break. I need a cup of tea in a bad way.
All right. Thank you, Hilda.
Marianne? Ah, Marianne! There you are. I thought you'd be in the chapel.
I went to pray earlier than usual today.
You're really committed to this whole praying every single day thing, aren't you?
Oh, no, it's nothing so grand. And besides, praying to the goddess daily on behalf of my friends is really all I'm good for.
Okay, stop. Seriously? You're amazing, Marianne. There's a ton of stuff you do that no one else could possibly handle.
I suppose so.
Yeah? Well, I know so.
Hilda? Why are you always so nice to me?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have so many other close friends. Yet you always seem to go out of your way to show me kindness and decency. You even took responsibility when Judith was about to berate me during our armor sorting escapade.
Yeah, I guess I did, huh? I totally forgot about that.
Yes, and I have wondered ever since why you did such a thing.
It's no big deal. I guess I just wanted to be nice. Seriously, Marianne, you're the best, and having you around makes my life a lot easier. So just consider it my way of saying thanks for all the times you helped me out.
I've helped you?
Absolutely! You're my emotional support. You're always around when I need a shoulder to cry on or somebody to listen when I get all mad. You always know the exact right thing to say, and then you smile at the end of it and it's like, I don't know, it makes me all warm inside. You do all that little stuff without even thinking of it, and it really keeps me going.
I never thought of it like that. I had no idea you found me helpful. If anything, I thought you considered me a burden. Thank you, Hilda. Your words, they mean a lot to me. And I will do my best to support you in all the days yet to come.
There's that smile. You never fail to brighten my day, Marianne.
My, if it isn't Marianne, how is the fine maiden today?
Oh, Lawrence. I'm alright, thank you.
Off to the chapel again? Your devotion never ceases to amaze me.
Yes, I am.
Tell me, do you regret taking part in this war? I was most surprised to hear you were joining our forces, so if you are overexerting yourself for whatever such reason...
I'm not, and I wouldn't say I regret it either.
Hmm?
I had no other choice. When the Officers' Academy shut down, my adoptive father insisted I join the army. I wasn't given the opportunity to say no.
I see. So it is by the will of Margrave Edmund that you're with us.
Yes.
I can only presume he did so as a show of his loyalty to the cause, considering he cannot make much use of his own soldiers. Yet, you do not seem entirely on board with the concept. Are you sure this is what you want? If need be, I would be glad to contact your father and sort this out for you.
Just stop. I'm fine with this. It's not like I have anywhere else to go anyway. This is the only option I have, so please, just leave me be.
Marianne, we are living through an era of immense change. This great war has entangled the three eminent powers in Fodlan, and will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on the continent at large. Leicester cannot stay the way it is now. No, it must not.
Why are you telling me all this?
Listen carefully, Marianne. I believe this moment in time to be a wonderful opportunity for you to turn a new leaf. I, too, feel pressure to do the same, and I have spent my days reacting in kind. Why don't you and I welcome in this new era together as changed people?
If only it were that easy. Perhaps things wouldn't be such a struggle. I'm sorry. I will continue to be as I always have. All I can do is pray. If you'll excuse me. Lawrence, I'm so glad you're awake.
This is the infirmary. I see you have been taking care of...
Please, you mustn't get up. Professor Manuela said your wounds aren't too deep. Apparently the blow to your head was the worst of it.
I see. My apologies for all the trouble. To think my outing on the battlefield would end not in glory, but merely in losing consciousness. What is it, Marianne? I am perfectly all right. You needn't worry yourself over me.
No. It's my fault you ended up like this. You shouldn't have saved me, Lawrence. If only I had been injured in your place.
I must have been hallucinating during the battle.
What?
All was well one moment, and the next I felt a sharp gaze piercing my soul. "Help me," it beckoned. No sooner had I turned around than I saw you there, the very same words seeming to float across your lips. But it seems my eyes were deceiving me. So you see, the blame for my injuries lies entirely with me. I simply assumed you were asking for my help and thrust myself into danger to provide it.
No, it's not your fault. Please, to be honest, I truly was asking for help.
My apologies for teasing you so, Marianne. But I know now how you actually feel, and I'm glad to know it was not just a hallucination after all.
For so much of my life, I didn't care if I lived or died, and yet when I saw you there beside me, I realized I did care. I wanted to live.
And that is good enough. Such instincts are only natural. You needn't try to justify it to yourself or anyone else.
Lawrence.
I thank you for opening up to me, Marianne. We will survive this war. Together.
We will. And thank you.
Hey there, Marianne. What's up?
I can't get this poor thing to return to the stable. When I asked what was wrong, she said her stomach is in such terrible pain that she can't even take a step.
Yeah, that sounds like a real pickle.
If we could get her back to the stable, I could examine her and provide medication, but...
Step aside, Marianne. It's Raphael's time to shine. I'll get your horsey back to the stable in no time.
Yes, but, how exactly?
Easy. I'll get her onto that cart over there and push her back home.
But I highly doubt she'll be willing to get into the cart given her current state.
Ah, it's fine. Just leave it to me. Good horsey. Good horsey. Just like that. See? It's not such a bad cart. And here we go.
Thank you very much, Raphael. I gave her medicine, so she should feel much better soon. It seems she wants to thank you as well.
No, you don't need to be thanking me, horsey. I'm just glad you're feeling better.
I hope this isn't rude, but I still can't believe you were able to lift a horse with your bare hands.
Ha! Your little horsey there was just the right size to wake up my sleepy muscles. So, what was wrong with her tummy, anyway?
I fear she made a snack of some rotten fruit.
Oof, that's rough.
She's always been a bit of a glutton, I'm afraid. Still, I'm surprised she went so far as to eat something she found by the side of the road.
She was just hungry and eating what was around. Trust me, I know the feeling. I've eaten a lot of weird stuff before.
Like what?
I don't know. Old hard stuff, fuzzy green stuff. Think I ate some long wriggly stuff once.
Goodness me. And you weren't sick even after eating all of those bizarre things?
Nope. Oh, before the record, I only eat weird stuff when I'm really hungry.
I wish this poor horse had a stomach like yours.
Hey, if you want a strong stomach, all you gotta do is whip those gut muscles into shape. First you do 1,000 crunches, give or take. Then you wolf down as much meat as you can handle. Do that, and you'll have an iron stomach in no time. Give it a few days, and you won't even notice when you eat the weird stuff.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's a proper training regimen for a horse.
Oh, that's right. Horses don't eat meat.
But I'm sure she still very much appreciates your desire to help Raphael.
Oh, what'd she say now?
Yes, I see. Apparently she's feeling much better and wants to go for a run in a large open field.
See? She does want to work out. Come on, Marianne. The three of us are going running. 50 wind sprints around the field. Let's go!
Wait, I have to run wind sprints?
Good evening, Marianne. What are you up to?
I found this in the mess hall.
Oh! That's...
It was at your seat, so I wondered if it maybe belonged to you, or if...
Actually, it is mine. Thank you. It's not a very good painting, is it? I mean, the use of color and composition are all wrong.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. The Pegasus looks as though she's about to take flight at any moment.
You really think so? Well, that's good to hear.
So, did you paint this, Ignatz?
What? I guess you found me out.
The brushstrokes are soft, yet it has a true sense of movement. I think it's beautiful.
Well, I was hoping to combine the Pegasi's gentle nature and powerful wings in a single image. This was more of a test, to see what poses and focal points would be most effective for... Oh, I'm sorry. I got a bit carried away there.
It's alright, though I honestly had no idea you like Pegasi so much. They don't allow men to ride them, so I don't tend to hear too much praise for them. But they're so kind, and so powerful when they fly. They truly are the most magnificent creatures.
You seem to like them just as much as I do, Marianne. I've never seen you smile like this before.
Oh, I wasn't,
Don't worry. I'm just as bashful about it as you are. Say, here's an idea. Would you mind if I watched you spend some time with a Pegasus? I promise to keep a good distance so as not to put it in too much of a sour mood.
I certainly don't mind, but why?
Well, if I ever want to paint one that I'm happy with, I need to observe it up close. Or as close as it will let me get, at any rate.
Oh, what a wonderful idea!
To be honest, I'd resign myself to the idea that a male painter could never do one justice. But hearing your kind words has given me the courage to try my hand at it again. So, thank you for that.
I'm happy to help. Truly I am. Thank you for all of your help again today.
I was happy to do it.
Bring me more hay, Four Eyes? That's so rude. I'm sorry, Ignatz. I fear she's getting a bit too familiar with you now.
I'm just glad she's getting used to me. Although I probably could have done without that Four Eyes comment.
Ignatz, why have you continued helping me care for these Pegasi? Surely you have enough to paint your picture now, yet you continue fetching hay and mucking out stalls.
You're probably right. But this is for my dreams. You remember the painting you picked up before? Well, I created it to resemble the Pegasus I once rode with my mother when I was small.
You rode a Pegasus with your mother?
Yes. I heard she was a Pegasus Knight a long time ago, and when I showed interest, she took me for a ride. The moment we took off, I got so scared I buried myself in her sleeve and missed the whole first part. But once I finally managed to pry open my eyes, the view was breathtaking. I saw the whole of Leicester spread out before me. It stirred something in my heart, and I wanted...
You wanted to become a painter?
I wanted to become a Pegasus Knight. But that was just one of my many silly childhood dreams. Plus, after we landed, my mother told me the Pegasi don't allow adult men to ride them. So that pretty much nipped my dream in the bud.
I see.
But while I may have been forced to give up that dream, I can be anything I want in my imagination. And by interacting with Pegasi like this, it's easier to imagine myself soaring through the sky.
You clearly still hold dear the desire to ride one. Even if we weren't speaking of it now, your passionate feelings resonate throughout your paintings.
What? You can sense my feelings?
Yes, I can easily tell how precious you consider Pegasi.
Oh, that's what you meant.
And if this one understands how you feel, then maybe, just maybe, she will permit you to ride her.
But isn't that impossible?
Normally, yes. But she's very used to you now, and honestly, I'd really like to see it. I would dearly love to see your dream finally come true.
Well, if you put it like that, I can't very well say no. Hello, Pegasus. Will you please deign to carry your new friend Four Eyes up into the sky? No! I take it back! I take it all back! I wanted to fly, but not like this!
Oh dear, I thought she'd let him climb on her back, but grab his clothing in her teeth. Goodness, I hope they don't rip. It would be a very long way down.
I can't enjoy the scenery like this! Marianne! Help me!
As I told you before, I do not have a crest.
Why do you insist on hiding it? It can only mean your crest is somehow...
Please stop!
What's going on here?
Lysithea,
What were you saying about crests? Go on. I study them every day without fail, so this is extremely relevant to my interests. I do hope you have proof of your theory, though. Spewing out unfounded platitudes will just lead to consequences you definitely don't want. I might not look it, but I'm a general in this army.
Ah, well, we were just finishing our conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Thank you, Lysithea.
Think nothing of it. I stepped in of my own accord. You appear to hold a secret or two regarding crests.
Well...
No need to answer. We all have things we prefer to keep hidden. Still, your situation hits rather close to home for me. Perhaps too close.
What?
So if you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to ask. We secret keepers need to hold strong with each other after all. Oh, and I'm not saying this because I pity you. But you clearly find your secret painful. In light of this, maybe I've been a bit too harsh on you in the past.
Oh no, you haven't been harsh at all. I'm merely envious of how strong and level-headed you always appear to be. I never would have guessed you hold a closely guarded secret just as I do.
I'm not gonna tell you, if that's what you're after.
Yes, I suspected as much. Still, perhaps you would be willing to hear mine one day? I feel like being around you gives me the courage to finally set it free.
I would be happy to hear you out, and also to help rectify the situation if possible. I know quite a bit about Crest's scholarship. That fool talking to you earlier couldn't hold a candle to me.
Thank you, Lysithea. I already feel a little bit braver.
I'm offering you the full might of my assistance. I hope you can do better than a little.
I mean a lot. I know I'm going to feel a lot braver.
Can't believe I didn't catch anything. Guess it's just that kind of day.
Oh, hello, Leonie.
Hey, Marianne. Where are you off to?
Nowhere. I mean, I'm just on my way back from the stables. And you?
Coming back from the world's lousiest hunting trip? I didn't even find a single track. And it's the first time I've been hunting in a while, too. Talk about a waste of time.
Oh, that's too bad. But what is that you're holding?
Oh, this? Just some weeds. Felt bad coming back completely empty-handed. I figured I could use some to fill up my meal, so I went and gathered them. Also grabbed some medicinal herbs while I was at it.
Is that yellow flower edible too?
No, not at all. It's not poisonous, but it's really bitter. It's one of my favorite flowers, though. They're so pretty, don't you think? I saw some blooming and just had to pick one.
Yes, it's beautiful. All those tiny blossoms blooming from it. It seems almost heroic. Merely looking at it gives me the strength to continue living for another day, no matter what obstacles may come.
Can't say I've ever given it quite that much thought. Tell you what, why don't you take it?
Are you sure? After you went and picked it.
Hey, it's just a flower. It's yours.
Thank you. No, I'll feel bad keeping this lovely flower all to myself. Maybe I can put it in a bouquet and place it in the mess hall for everyone to enjoy.
You're always so thoughtful, Marianne.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
It's something, all right. But speaking of flowers, are there any you want me to keep an eye out for? I can pick whatever you like next time I go hunting.
Well, perhaps some mountain gooseberry?
The little green berries, right? Oh man, I love those. You can boil them up into jam, but I usually just eat the suckers by the handful wherever I find them.
Yes, I was thinking they'd be perfect to feed the birds.
Wait, you're giving them to birds?
I'll eat them too, together with the birds. But there's something you have to watch out for.
You mean the thorns, right? You're pretty knowledgeable about those little guys. Have you picked them before yourself?
No, but the birds told me all about them.
The birds told you. Marianne, you actually made a joke. I love it.
No, it's not... well, I'm glad it made you happy. I'm so sorry I can't let you run free. We'll go for another walk together soon, alright?
Why so guarded, Marianne? Is that how you always greet beautiful men?
Yuri, what do you want?
Oh, nothing in particular. I simply spotted you on the way back from drills and felt like coming over to see what you were doing. I feel like you never leave these stables. Did you ever grow tired of it?
I'm sorry.
It's merely a question. I'm not trying to judge you or anything. Well, this is going poorly already. All I wanted was to make a little small talk and it ended up like... this. Are you always this gloomy? It seems you speak just fine around everyone else.
I only know how to make small talk about animals, and you seem to hate them. So, I figured that no matter what I talked about, you would hate it, and... me.
Hold on. Why would I hate you? And when have I ever said I hate animals?
Once when I was replacing the horse's hay, I saw you glaring at me from a distance. But if you don't hate animals, then it must be me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sour your mood further. I'll be gone soon anyway.
Look, Marianne. Allow me to clear everything up for you. Firstly, I don't despise animals. I actually like them. Understand?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, or I'll have to repeat myself forever. Just listen. Second, I don't hate you or even think poorly of you. Although I'll admit that I was somewhat annoyed with you earlier in this conversation.
Then why were you glaring at me before?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you saw it wrong? I don't know when this was, but... Wait. I think I see now. I have a condition of sorts. One that can get aggravated under certain circumstances.
I knew it. My very presence had aggravated you.
I'm telling you, that's not it. I swear by the goddess herself that it's not your fault. okay?
No, you don't know what I have. Excuse me.
Well, that got us absolutely nowhere. Conversing with the shady lady is almost pleasant in comparison. What did she mean when she said she'd be gone soon? That's a little too ominous to ignore. There you are, Marianne. I've been searching the entire base for you.
Yuri, is something wrong?
This is what's wrong. Where do you think you're going at this hour? You know, I've been worried this whole time that you might actually leave like you said you would.
Oh, no. I'm just walking my horse. I have him tied to the tree over there.
I just can't believe you'd ever think of... Wait, what? You're walking a horse?
We got a late start, but I always take him out on certain days.
Right then. It seems I worried for nothing.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
There's no need to apologize. I'm just glad my worries turned out to be unfounded.
But why are you so worried about me?
Actually, let me ask you a question. Could you turn a blind eye to a friend who says she'll be gone soon, and then can't be found anywhere?
The fact is, I have no worth to anyone here, so...
Okay, knock that off. You've got plenty of worth. For one, there are things you can do that even I can't. In fact, this seems like a perfect chance to show you exactly why I was glaring at you that one day.
Yuri, is something wrong with Dorte?
So, your name's Dorte, hmm? That's a lovely coat you have there. I see someone has groomed you to... Achoo!
Are you alright? Are you better now? What happened?
Isn't it obvious? That sort of thing always happens whenever I get too close to horses or cats. And when the sneeze approaches, my eyes narrow reflexively. That's probably why it looked like I was glaring at you. Luckily, it's mostly just sniffles, so I don't go out of my way to tell people about it. Still, I probably should have told you from the start. Apologies for giving you the wrong idea, Marianne.
No, it's alright. It's really my fault for jumping to conclusions. And I'm sorry you had to pet my horse.
The next time you say sorry, I'm going to glare at you
Oh, would you mind if I tried some detoxifying magic on you? I'm not certain it will have any effect, but it may temporarily alleviate your symptoms at least.
Detoxifying, You know, if this works, it may help one of my lifelong dreams come true.
It would?
Most certainly. I'd love to go on a long trail ride, or pet a room full of friendly cats all afternoon.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm just so surprised. Those are truly wonderful dreams to have. And I would love to help you achieve them if I can.
I'd be glad to take you up on that offer. Do you see now why I said you aren't worthless? Now let's do this, Marianne. Hit me with the most powerful magic you've got.